Every year, Forbes publishes the list of the highest paid actors and actresses based on the total earnings from 1st June the previous year to 1st June the current year. In this video, I will be talking about the highest earning actor for each year as determined by Forbes. The earnings only cover 1 year period, and in some instances, these earnings are derived from other revenue streams beside acting work. So watch to the end of this video to know the richest actor in the world. Dwayne Douglas Johnson is the highest paid actor currently. In 2024, Dwayne Johnson earned $88 million, while Nicole Kidman earned $31 million. Johnson was born in Hayward, California on May 2nd, 1972, to the former professional wrestler Rocky Johnson, born in Wade Douglas Bowles. Growing up, he briefly lived in Grey Lane in Auckland, New Zealand, with his mother's family, where he played rugby and attended Richmond Road Primary School before returning to the US. Johnson's father was a black Nova Scotian with a small amount of Irish ancestry, and his mother is Samoan. His father and Tony Atlas were the first black tag team champions in WWE history in 1983. Johnson's uncle Ricky was also a wrestler. His mother is the adopted daughter of Peter Mavia, who was also a professional wrestler. Johnson's maternal grandmother Leah was one of the first female pro wrestling promoters, taking over Polynesian Pacific Pro Wrestling after her husband's death in 1982 and managing it until 1988. Through his maternal grandfather, Mavia, Johnson is a non-blood relative of Annual Wrestling family. In 2008, he inducted his father and grandmother into the WWE Hall of Fame. Johnson attended Montclair Elementary School in Charlotte, North Carolina, and then moved to Haddam, Connecticut, where he attended Shepherd Glen Elementary School and then Haddam Middle School. At Freedom High School, Johnson initially struggled and was drawn into a culture of conflict and petty crime. By age 17, he had been arrested several times for fighting theft and check fraud, and was suspended 2 weeks for fighting. An article in the local newspaper labeled him a troubled teenager with a history of run-ins with police. But Freedom High School football coach Jody Wick saw athletic potential in Johnson and recruited him to join the school's football team, where he played defensive tackle, an experience that proved to be a significant personal transformation for Johnson. My thought process started to change. That was when I started thinking about goals and what I wanted to accomplish. He has since said about his high school football experience. In addition to playing football, Johnson also was a member of Freedom High School's track and field and wrestling teams. By his senior year at Freedom High School, Johnson had played only 2 years of football, but was offered a full athletic scholarship offer from the University of Miami, whose football program was beginning to emerge as one of the nation's top-level NCAA Division I teams. Johnson entered Hollywood and had early success due to his wrestling popularity and noted work ethic. Over his acting career, he became one of the highest paid and most successful actors in Hollywood. He began his acting career on television while wrestling. In his first television acting job in 1999, he portrayed his father Rocky Johnson in an episode of the 70s show called That Wrestling Show. While Johnson was away from WWE, the company continued to sell The Rock merchandise, and he continued to be featured prominently in the opening montages of their television shows. Johnson's first big box office success came in 2011, portraying Luke Hobbs in Fast 5 in 2011. The film became the 7th highest grossing film in 2011. Following this, all of Johnson's projects in 2010's decade achieved major success and established him as a bankable actor. In May 2013, it was announced that he would executive produce and star in Ballers, an HBQ comedy drama series about NFL players living in Miami. By December of that year, Forbes named him the top grossing actor of 2013, with his films bringing in $1.3 billion worldwide for the year. Forbes credited the success of Fast and Furious 6, which grossed $789 million globally, and his frequent acting work as primary reasons for topping the list. Johnson's role within the Fast and Furious franchise continued with Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw, starring alongside co-star Jason Statham. David Leitch directed the project from a script co-written by franchise writer Chris Morgan and Drew Pearce. The film began principal photography in September 2018 and was released on July 2019. Johnson reprised his role as Bravestone in Jumanji: The Next Level. With the critical and financial success of Welcome to the Jungle production, the movie began in early 2019 and it was released on December 13, 2019. Johnson's film grossed $10.6 billion in 2010s, making him the decade's 6th highest grossing actor and the highest grossing actor outside the Marvel Cinematic Universe. His business career. In March 2020, Johnson launched Teremana Tequila, which sold 600,000 9 liters cases in the first year and is valued at approximately $3.5 billion. In August 2020, Johnson, alongside with several partners and investors, including Redbird Capital Partners, purchased the XFL for $15 million. Within months, Johnson announced plans for the relaunch of the league in spring 2022. While the launch was delayed a year, the first games of 2023 kicked off on time. After the successful 2023 season, the XFL and United States Football League announced their intent to merge into a single league. On December 31, 2023, it was announced that the new merged league would be called the United Football League (UFL). The league will feature 8 teams and start on March 30, 2024. Johnson, along with Danny Garcia and Redbird Capital Partners, own 50% of the UFL together under XFL Properties LLC. On January 23, 2024, Johnson joined the TKO Group Holdings Board of Directors. In the process, he obtained full ownership over his trademark name, The Rock. It was owned by the WWE. As part of the settlement, Johnson signed a new services and merchandising agreement with WWE. In 2000, Johnson published his autobiography, The Rock Says, co-written with Joe Layden. It debuted at #1 on the New York Times bestseller list and remained on the list for several weeks. In 2013, Johnson hosted and produced the TNT reality competition series, The Hero. In 2014, he hosted another TNT reality series, Wake Up Call, in 2019. In 2019, Johnson started hosting the NBC competition series, The Titan Games. He has won over 20 awards, including Action Star of the Year award in 2012, Motion Picture Star in 2017. In 2018, he won the Favorite Movie Actor of the Year. In 2015, he was honored as the Man of the Century, Choice Comedy Movie Actor in 2018, and so many more. This is much we can take on the richest actor in the world. Thank you for watching.